The following is a presentation of University of Utah Hockey.
Left defenseman, sophomore number 3, Patrick O'Brien. The freshman, right defenseman, number 8, Wes Cody. The senior, left wing number 22, Josh Dangle. At center, number 25, freshman Alex King. A junior, and right wing number 27, Nick Cordelia. In goal tonight, the freshman number 30, Patrick Casper. Ladies and gentlemen, if you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats. As the United States Air Force ROTC color guard from the University of Utah takes the ice, post our colors. Forward. Hurt.
Welcome to University of Utah. Utah Hockey here on Utah Hockey Game Day Live. It is the final weekend of the season for the University of Utah Skating Utes as they welcome in the 19th ranked Colorado State Rams to the Utah Ice Sheet. A pleasant Friday evening to you all as you see the color guard leaving tonight's center ice after our opening ceremonies here. Matt Coma, Boz at Chavari for this one. And Boz, it's a final weekend here between these two teams. And just a little bit of something to prove here on senior weekend for Utah.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of a rough weekend, yes. Our last weekend down in Iowa for Utah Hockey. But here's the thing: you're closing out a good season. You always want to go out with a win, go out with a bang, and that's kind of what we're looking at here in this final homestand of the season. Close it out strong for this Utah team, of course. Send off the seniors who've really been remarkable in advancing the program here at the University of Utah.
Well, let's take a look at the tonight's starting lineups. They're brought to you by the Utah Sports Commission, in case you just missed it. Starting in goal for the University of Utah will be Patrick Casper. He's 7-2 on the season, making his 11th start of the season at 3.06 goals allowed average, a 92.3 save percentage as well. Cody West and Patrick O'Brien will be on the blue lines tonight. Josh Dangle, Alex King, and Nick Fornelius will be the starting line on the forward side for Utah. As for the visiting Colorado State Rams, it'll be number 1, Dax Diedrich. In between the pipes for the Rams, Eric Killam and Griff Slydom will be on defense. Ben Joseph, Manny Matrosik, and Yuri Nettenbach will be on the forward line for Colorado State. As both teams, Utah a little less than Colorado State here. They're both fighting to try and get into that field of nationals. As Colorado State comes into the weekend one spot away from getting into that top 20 with the auto bids playing factor. Utah is 5 spots out, as both teams need wins here to try and get to that postseason.
Yeah, we talked about it. Utah's kind of been playing playoff hockey since the turn of the year, and Colorado State in the same spot, of course, with those auto bids kind of replacing those spots. This game kind of becomes more important for both teams because you want to have a good showing. You got to come out hard, physical, fast, play your game and set the tone and make the other team play the kind of style of play that you want.
As the referees take a look at the ice there, had the carpet kind of stick to the ice there, as we'll take a look at the playoff picture. We'll put this up a couple times throughout the night. Here's where it stands going into the final weekend of the season. On the left is your final 5 spots. Delaware and Liberty, the number 17 and number 18 teams, have the final at-large spots as it stands right now. Syracuse and Drexel have already clinched their conferences. They're into the tournament. They're outside the top 25, taking 2 of those spots away. The CHMA, the College Hockey Mid-American Conference winner, is going to get the final auto bid. It's going to either be Pittsburgh or Mercyhurst. Both those teams are well outside the top 25 as well. So 3 auto bids are going to steal spots, meaning Colorado State is 1 spot out. Utah, you see there, is 4 spots out, and they need some help this weekend.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the position that Utah is in. That's the way sports work out. You got to win your conference if you want to get in. That's the first and foremost thing. But if you're not going to win your conference, got to have a strong schedule, got to win out on those schedules. But here's the thing. If you're Utah, no matter what happens this weekend, you got to hold your head up high because of what you're accomplished in your first year at Division I.
Yeah, the goal, we talking with some of the players before this final weekend, the goal was just to be ranked. And they've been ranked. This is now the 8th week this season that the Utes have been in the top 25 of this 59-team Division I ACHA league that they're in. And that's just, it says a lot for Utah going into this final weekend that they still have, it's very, very far shot, but they still have a shot to try and make the postseason.
Yeah. I mean, again, it starts with winning, starts with playing fast. But here's the thing, you've laid the groundwork for next year. There's a high expectation for what you're going to have set up for next year. But, of course, you want to get to the playoffs, and that starts right now, right here, by playing hard, as we have some ice problems.
Yeah, ice problems. You take a look at the Colorado State Rams, talking about them. They come into this weekend feeling pretty confident about themselves. A weekend sweep over the Colorado Buffaloes, their rivals out there on the plains in Colorado, as a home-and-home weekend sweep for Colorado State. They didn't move them up in the polls. It knocked Colorado down a couple of spots, but they're coming in riding high, knowing that if they can get a win or 2 this weekend, they have their ticket punch to Columbus.
Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing about this is that these. If you're a Utah fan, you got to get used to playing these teams. Colorado State, Arizona State. They're close. You're going to see a lot of them coming up, so get used to it. And probably, like you mentioned before the broadcast, an old Mountain West matchup.
Yeah, old Mountain West rivals here, Utah and Colorado State, before Utah moved to the Pac-12. This Colorado State team, members of that West Coast Western Collegiate Hockey League that you see the Arizona schools, the Colorado schools, the Oklahoma schools, and Arkansas and Missouri State all in that conference. It's the top conference in ACHA Division I from top to bottom. And so it looks like we've got our ice issues figured out here on a Friday night.
Should just taken the goalies and had them. I mean, they already scrape the ice when they come on.
Yeah, it's clean ice here.
Might as well just have them use their pads.
As the team's ready to go here for our first period. Utah's in the white uniforms tonight. They move left to right on your screen. The Colorado State Rams are in green. They will move right to left in this first period. It's the final weekend of hockey here for the University of Utah. Also for Colorado State. Both teams trying to make the postseason. Colorado State needs just a win to probably seal their fate. Utah needs a sweep and help as the puck is dropped. We're underway. Just the third home game all time in Division I play for Utah after splitting the weekend with Jamestown 2 weeks. We were here for that one, a thrilling weekend. We expect another one here between these two teams, boss.
Well, the nice thing is that if you're Utah, you play loose because you already have that first home ACHA Division I win. So I'm not going to say it's too relaxed, but you can play a little bit more relaxed since you have that one under your belt.
Colorado State holds the zone right now, playing down low. Two Utes hacking at it.
Maybe it could have been a holding against West.
A couple of maybe calls down over on that far side. Now Josh Dangle, one of the 4 seniors, will honor tomorrow night on senior night. Sends one into the zone. Both teams make their first changes of the night as the pass up the near side for Nettenbach. Stolen away by Utah. Here comes Cronin near side. One of the top scorers for Utah. Gives the top of the point. Lieberknight, he's back in the lineup after missing last weekend in Iowa with an injury. Chipped up the far boards by Slidham. Only gets the blue line before Utah keeps it onside. Barnes will chase after it here near corner. It's backhanded back by Killam. Goes D-to-D pass. Now the outlet pass off the stick of number 28 in your programs. That's Kyle Riley. And it's back to Utah. Puck loose here on the near side. Tyler Pendle will backhand it along. Nobody here in white to pick the puck up, so Colorado State will send it back in. Back goes Tristan Lieberknight. A minute and a half gone so far. Neither team has found a shot so far as the outlet pass finds Cronin. He'll just send it in and change. That's on net to Dax Diedrich. Over on the far side now picking it up is Dylan Hassel. He'll play it behind the net. Lost in the referee's feet. Christmas fee over there as it comes back to Utah. Now to the top of the point. West chips it high in the air. Dodges 2 stick checks. Still loose at the top of the slot. Now picked up by Colorado State. Weaving through traffic is Cameron Rivard.
There's a nice move there.
Yeah, weaving back and forth. Expect another physical, even matchup between these two teams. Number 24 and number 19 in the country as we have a stoppage with 18:05 to go. So both these teams at the bottom end of that Nationals field. Both these two teams have had some success, had some setbacks over the year, or over the course of this past season.
It's interesting when you look at this weekend. Teams in similar roles, I mean, it's weighted a little bit more for each side. Of course, Colorado State probably weighted more to you got to win out and play the role of there's a lot of pressure on them. If you're Utah, I mean, there's a lot of pressure to win, but you know you need some help. So, in a way, you're playing 2 roles, and you could probably get to the playoffs, but you can also play spoiler to one team.
Yeah, I'm talking with head coach Brett Harris for the Utes. The team feeling pretty loose this weekend. They know it's a pretty much of a long shot for them to have that chance in Nationals. They need a weekend sweep and a lot of help as here comes Colorado State on a 2-on-1. Over on the far side, pass in front, shot and turned aside by Casper. Number 15 in front, that's Nicholas O'Donnell for Colorado State as the Rams set up in the zone. Top of the point, a wrist shot, blocker saved by Casper. Loose here on the near side, picked up by Casaria. He gets played down low. That one's checked off the puck. Now a turnaround shot. Casper kicks it right out in front, but it hops over a man in front. As the puck pinballs around, Utah trying to clear. Now they will as Sewell will just play it out.
That would have had been a backhand shot for Joseph, who was on it.
And racing back for the Rams is Noah Miller, and he gets the icing call on Utah. So a good opportunity for the Rams, the first good opportunity for either team. And it just that third line for Utah, just kind of, or fourth line out there for Utah, just kind of got caught out of position.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, that's hockey. But, I mean, hey, sometimes puck bounces, but you got to clear the front of the net, too. You had lone man Ben Joseph there for Colorado State. He was wide open in front of the net. Lucky for Utah, he was a right-hand shot. And would have to force a backhand.
This will be another icing call on Utah. So Colorado State comes out to play here in the first 3 minutes. Getting 2 shots on Patrick Casper. Utah has yet to register a shot so far tonight. Glad you guys can join us for Friday Night Hockey. Back home at Bonds at Chavari joining us here for our final weekend. What better way to spend the final weekend of the season than here at home?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No one likes to close a season on the road.
Yeah, the shot from the top of the point is over Patrick Casper's shoulder. Now it's over on the far point. Thought about a shot. Now pass here to the near side. Finds Killam. He fires a shot. It was deflected in front. Here into the near corner. Colorado State still in the offensive possession. Now Utah able to steal away west. Well, excuse me, that's Cahill that sends it back out to center ice. Utah in the middle of a change. Puck loose here on the near side. Killam into the zone. Fires one in front. Goes off a stick. Picked up by Cronin. He's got a step. As he tried to backhand it along for Barnes. A little ahead of the play, though. And puck back to Killam, who sends it in. Both teams will change up the lines.
Looks like Colorado State's trying to attack that slot area right in front of Casper.
Cahill over to Rebel, far side, off of his stick. It's going to be kept in by Colorado State. Center pass looking for DeFazio through his feet. Now Utah breaks the puck up near side. Barnes with a nice move. Now walks in. He'll fire a shot. Diedrich with a save. And it's loose in front. Picked up by Nightenbach. And he gets bumped off the play. Now skating along is DeFazio. Looks for an outlet pass off the skate of Cronin. Cut off by Pendle. Near side now Meyer. His first touch of the night. Fails him at the near blue line. It was blocked. Puck goes back and forth in the neutral zone. Nittenbach back for a chance in front. Meyer with a turnover. Jams on the near side. They back at it on the near side. Puck stays in play. Meyer that close to putting the Utes in front.
Unbelievable opportunity right there, too.
Just had Diedrich beat, but a good defensive play by Colorado State. Jammed up the stick enough to send that puck flying in the air.
Look at that DeFazio that was camped out in the crease, too. Trying to take away an angle. Maybe have something shot right into him.
Pass here on the near side takes a deflection. That was number 6, Brian Casaria. For the Colorado State Rams with a shot. Gostrus gets a stick on the way and will have a face-off back in the Utah end. So both teams with good chances here early in this one, boss.
Yeah, and everything right in front of the net. I mean, if that's what's given right now, I guess you're gonna have to take it. So.
Face off near side. It's won by the Utes. So O'Brien up the near side boards. Filling in for Guy Petrie. He's out of the lineup tonight. As pass near side. Sent off the side of the net by Colorado State. Kicks right out in front. Good defensive play by Utah. Able to force it back to the corner. Up the near side boards. Turnaround shot. It's a save by Casper. Riley firing that shot for Colorado State. Now a center pass looking for Riley. Denied here on the near corner. Colorado State sets up the cycle once more. Up the near side, poked away in the slot, still bounces around. Now a backhand is wide. That was Riley again in front. As Colorado State keeps the puck. Holding down low, playing back and forth. O'Brien with a steal. Gostrus is down there as well. Tries to drag down Cameron Rivard. As now check on the far side. Now Rivard has it. He comes behind the net. Colorado State with good offensive pressure as it comes to the top of the point. Miller is shot through traffic, never made it to Casper. Backhanded pass near side, up the near boards for Clark. He gets trapped up behind the net. Now Clark gets it back, turnaround shot, it's off target. Near side, Utes is trying to clear the zone. They will. This won't go for icing. As back is William Neff, one of the leading scorers for this Colorado State team. Does buy Utah a chance to change. This puck goes off a Ram stick. Back to Cody West in the corner, plays near side for Jones. Chipped along looking for Bridges. It was off target. Finds Sewell in the back door. Rebel now ahead. Gloves it down Bridges. Utes into the offensive zone. Bridges canceled out on that far side. Now holding on to it is Southwell. He'll play it up, breaking it out for Colorado State. Outlet pass finds his man. Walking through O'Donnell. Gets by a man. Now shoots.
Oh.
Big pad save from Patrick Casper. Another shot. Catches the glass.
Unreal save there by Casper.
Neff with a shot from the point. That one's wide. Colorado State with all the pressure so far here in this one. As it comes to the top of the point. Slide him a shot. It's saved by Casper. He kicks out another big rebound. This one, Utah able to cancel out. That fourth line for Utah having some problems as they finally able to chip it back into the ice, or down to Colorado State's end of the ice. Now Killam ahead over the far side. Skating along is Joseph, or excuse me, number 15, O'Donnell. He's back behind the net now, stolen away back by Utah. Dangle near side, floats a high-end pass looking for King. Off of his glove, and back is Killam for Colorado State. D-to-D pass, finds DeFazio near side. Tries to weave it up the near side, stolen away by Lieberknight. Keeps it onside. Killam back behind the net now. Up the far side, finds Anseh. He's canceled out. Utah trying to keep it in as Fornelius took a tumble at the blue line. Colorado State still pushing it ahead. Now they have a 2-on-1. Anseh on the far side, near side pass, has a man. Casper with another huge save in front. That was number 21, Justin Schneeberger in front. He's had all kinds of time and still couldn't get it past Casper.
To me, Casper kind of looked like Martin Brodeur on that.
Kind of just selling out for the save.
Unbelievable, man.
After he had a rough weekend in Iowa last week, and he's coming up big a couple of times here for Utah.
Tell you what, that's a long road trip back and a long week to sit on those games that you had. You know, Casper probably ticked.
And Casper, one of the top 5 goalies in save percentage going into that weekend, had a little bit of a humbling experience in his rookie season after Barnes fires that shot. Casper had just the one loss against Jamestown on his D1 record after 6-2 and 7-0 losses to the 10th ranked team in the country. Here's Barnes, a good opportunity for Utah. They've got numbers as Barnes walks in. Diedrich got a piece of it. And it looked like a carbon copy of Myers' play in front as Diedrich almost got caught out of position.
Looking high too. Good shot choice.
So the Utes weather the storm. They've had 2 excellent looks on Diedrich. That's all they've had, though, as Colorado State's had most of the offensive pressures. They send it back into Utah's end. We've only had 2 whistles so far. We're already halfway through this first period. No score. West trying to hold it down low. 2-on-2 battle stolen away by Colorado State. Comes to the top of the point. A shot.
Ooh.
Saved by Casper. He saw it at the last second. As Caceria at the top of the point. Now Colorado State back to Caceria, top of the point. He fires a shot, takes a deflection off Casper, bounces to the far side, picked up by Connor Meany. Meany brings it along for Utah. He'll skate it past the red line, fires it on net to Diedrich, bounces up here to the near side. Beery ties up a stick, but it settles back behind the net. As Noah Miller, his pass cut off, as Pendle with a shot, bounces off the boards, picked up near side by Bridges. Going to hold on to it. It's brought up the near side by Colorado State. They jam in the near side. Now Bridges plays it down low where it's picked up by Miller. Miller up the far boards. Has 2 Rams on that far side. It's picked up by Joseph. Colorado State having a little bit of trouble trying to break the puck out now. Weaving back and forth as Miller looks for the stretch pass. Takes a deflection over to the near side for Nittenbach.
Utah was on a change coming back.
And Utah rolling all the lines. Give them credit. They've rolled the entire roster so far here in this one. Not really giving Colorado State the entire, just the first and second lines here. As pass to the near side, Killam has a lot of traffic in front. Tip shot is saved by Casper. As we've really only seen about 2 lines for Colorado State. They've been rolling the first and second, maybe a third line out there, but Utah's just been progressively running all 4. Killam, D-to-D pass, and saved by Casper.
I mean, you looked at, like, of course, the last couple championship teams in the NHL. You look at all those good teams, especially here in college hockey. These teams have 4 good lines. And it's tough to be good with only just 2 lines, and hopefully that those third and fourth lines can keep whatever momentum or minimize the momentum loss. But you think about these good college teams and these good NHL teams, they have 4 good lines that they could send out there. And it shows if you're willing to put your trust in all 4 lines, why not do it? Let your players know that you have trust in them.
As first line finally gets together as Sewell took a change to put in Dangle. Now a pass to the top of the point now as Killam. He'll fire through traffic, and Casper finally earns a whistle for Utah. They were in their own zone for a while.
Lieber Knight just dragging off. He was dragging at the end of the shift and just huffing and puffing on his way off. But great shift by him to not give Colorado State a whole lot of opportunities.
So Utes able to weather the storm once again. 8:55 remains here in the first period. We're already halfway gone. Still scoreless here, but the shots are well in favor of Colorado State. They're 12-3 through our first 10 minutes. Utes getting heavily outshot against Iowa State as well as Meyer passes the near side through the feet of Barnes. Tries to send one in front, pings off a Colorado State skate. Back the other way comes Southwell. Stops at the top of the point, centers a pass. Now weaving near side. A shot, takes a deflection as O'Brien got away in the way. Here on the near side, had O'Donnell in front.
I think Colorado State right now doing a good job changing the point of the attack, going from the high slot all the way to the point and then sending traffic to the front of the net. And it's kind of confusing this Utah defense a little bit because you don't know if the shot's going to be taken from the point, if they're going to give it up ahead into the slot and crash. So, Colorado State doing a good job changing the looks.
As we're back underway, 8.5 to go here in this first period. No score. It's the pass outlet for Dangle. Tries to weave by one defender. Has Cornelius near side. Colorado State on the way. Dangle in the slot. That shot takes a deflection up and out of play. It'll stay in the zone. So good work from Utah's first line there, getting a good offensive try. Good stick work from Colorado State, too.
Yeah,
he floated that pass to Forney.
A lot of active sticks there.
Floated that pass looking for Fornelius. He would have been off to the races if he could have connected on that pass. And it's an offensive draw for Utah, their first one of the night. It's one to the top of the point. Pendle thought about a shot, instead gives it down low in the corner for Dangle. Center pass looking for King. It's off target. Schneeberger will just send one along. It's tapped ahead, no icing. Casper will come out to play this puck as he leaves it near side for Liebernight. Over to Pendle, lost it in his feet, able to regather it. Played near side. As Liebernight having to deal with a couple of Rams, he gets by both of them, skates it up the near side boards. Looking for King off of his stick though, and Casaria will send one back in, no icing. Under 8 minutes to go, first period. Puck loose down low. Pendle has a stick in his midsection as he dodges that one as it got stuck on the back of the net. Pass off the skate of King this time as Fornelius tried to find him. Now up the near side, Nightenbach will send one in, and Colorado State will change. So will the Utes. Looking for the home run, pass near side for Dangle. Finds him. He's forced to just backhand it to the blue line as the rest of the line was in a change. Dangle with an interception near side. Plays one in. Beery on side. Has it stolen away by Killam. Now they'll battle here on the near side. Beery with a check. It's a D-to-D pass. And up the far boards. Colorado State can't control, but puck bounces back into the neutral zone. The Rams have numbers. Coming in with another 2-on-1. A shot. Kasper holds on to that one and holds on for the whistle.
Man, it's crazy 13 minutes here. But it's been a lot of hard rushes here from Colorado State. They're definitely playing like they want to make that tournament, make the playoffs, postseason run here.
Colorado State number 19 in the country. Normally that would be enough to get you into the top 20, but the auto bids have caused some headaches for a lot of those teams around the top 20. 3 of the auto bid spots will go to teams outside of the top 25 as the puck loose at the top of the point. Shot, pad save from Casper. Turnover by Utah. Another try. This one catches the glass.
Casper completely screened, didn't see that shot.
And no clue where that one is. The puck loose here on the near side. Colorado State keeps it in. Down low in the corner to jam on the near side. That was number 19, Rivard. Now a center pass in front. Backhand almost caught that far corner just over the net. Turnaround shot. That one takes a block in front.
Casper taking a look at the clock, man. He feels like he's been...
It's Colorado State again. This one, the net comes off as Barnes comes in with a check. This will stay in the zone. And Utes just get a whistle. They've been outrun so far here in this first
Yeah,
period.
it's been all Colorado. I wonder, I mean, long season here, but still finished strong. And here's the thing. In a way, you kind of, I'm looking at this right now. You look at an NBA team. Scores a lot of points. I'm not going to say who they are, but shoot a lot of threes. I mean, the way that you beat them is you kind of survive their rush knowing that they're going to have some, and then when you have your opportunities, you convert, and you get your own run going.
That's basically what the Utes have been doing so far here in this first period is they try to break the puck out. Cronin able to take a hack at it and gets it back out to center ice before it's right back to Colorado State. Here near side, just tapped along. Picking it off the blue line is O'Brien. Gives it to Meyer near side. Now outlet pass has Sewell, but he has it poked away from him. Is coming back is Hassel. Now Colorado State 3-on-4 into the zone near side. Now a backhand across the crease looking for a stick in front. Good jam by the defense for Utah as that puck stays on side. A low angle shot. Casper again with a big save. That was Nidenbach in front that had a good opportunity.
It almost looked like that Jack Sewell was debating if he should play it with his stick or soccer it up ahead. Kind of.
Always an age-old decision. Do you play when the puck is in your feet? Do you try to dig it out with your stick, or do you just kick it to your stick?
But you know, and I think that comes with this type of season is that you're learning the difference between a Division II type game and a Division I type game, and those decisions that you make. Do you want to soccer it up ahead, or do you play it off of your stick? Those will come quicker, and it comes with more game experience. So, I mean, this is a learning experience for Utah, but also the fact that they are ranked and on the bubble.
As an opportunity for Fornelius just goes by. Dangle will send one in. That was a good play by number 6 for the Rams. That's Casaria. As King kicks one out in front. It's stolen away by Colorado State. They'll backhand it out to the neutral zone. Liebernight will send one into the stands in that far corner. And another whistle. This will come back out to neutralize. 5:24, all that's left in this first period. The shots are 15-4 in favor of Colorado State, but we stay scoreless. Casper trying to boost that save percentage that he took a hit last weekend.
I guess we're going to use the old puck instead of the new one.
Casper currently 0.02 of a point behind Chris Coma for the team lead.
Well, here's the thing, Casper has a bright future ahead of him too, so.
Yeah, just the freshman. He'll be in between the pipes for a while as here comes Colorado State on a 2-on-1. A shot jammed up. Good defensive play by Cahill. Able to block that puck, and it trickles on to Casper for the save.
Well, you know, they tell you could be too patient, and Kyle Riley just showed you an example of being a little too patient, allowing the defense to sneak up in there and make the play. For the offensive player, you got to do something to make the defense move and not just wait for the defense to react.
Top line for Colorado State out there as O'Donnell failed to win that face-off as Utah trying to clear the zone. Now it's in the corner for O'Donnell. Getting to it first is West. Now they tie each other up. O'Donnell center pass in front. Now a backhand just wide. That was Southwell in front. Kept in the zone by Colorado State. Near side O'Donnell has it in front. Cleared again by Utah. As now they can skate it ahead. Here they come 3-on-2. Cody West leading the charge. West canceled out as Meany will play into the corner. Has Beery behind the net. Stolen away by the Colorado State. Now they've got numbers if they hurry. And it's a good deflected pass by Cody West. Now walking in. A shot from Neff is wide. And Utah will ring up the near side boards. It'll go down to the zone. We're now under 5 minutes to go. Up the near side boards. Finds O'Donnell. Backhand pass in front. Now a shot. Turned aside by Casper and out of play. Southwell in front on that opportunity. So another big save from Casper. Keeps the game scoreless.
So what his percentage point creeping back up.
16 of 16 so far. Dax Diedrich on the other side hasn't really been busy.
Make sure the pipes are still in the same place he left them.
He's only been tested really twice by Utah, both on rushes. 2-on-2 battle here on the near side. Slowly turning into a 3-on-2 battle. 3 Rams down there. Everybody hacking at it. Now the puck comes to the top of the point. It's going to be kept in, but good block from Barnes, able to get it out of the zone. Colorado State right back in. Near side pass. O'Donnell walks in, sends one in front. It's loose on the top of the crease. And Utah with a quick stick, able to get it back out.
Good job there by that defense to collapse in and swallow up whatever garbage might have been up there.
D pass near side Hassel. Gives it back to DeFazio behind the net. He looks for the home run. Pass is tapped along by O'Donnell. He's on the back end of his shift. And we'll tap it along. Both teams in the middle of a change. Pass near side for Meyer. Quickly across the ice, far side looking for Dangle. Tried to play it back to his defenseman. It was stolen away at the blue line. Skating ahead now is Schneeberger. Sends one in front off the stick of Dangle right in front, though. Good jam by the Utes. Cornelius got in the way. Now a pass. Save in front. And Casper holds on for the whistle.
Quick cover and a good one, too.
3:15 now remains here in this first period.
It's a lot of saves from Casper in the first 17.
He's up to 18 saves now. As we have a false start on the faceoff, it's on Utah, so Alex King will leave. Dangle will take the faceoff against Chandler Yoder. Won by the Rams to the top of the point. Quick D pass here to the near side. Now Miller holds. Rings it around the boards. Colorado State will go after in the corner. That's been their MO so far. They send it out in front. Chuck goes wide, loose. Casper, 1 save, 2 save, loose near side. But a quick whistle from the official. As I don't think Casper saw any of that.
Well, I don't think the official saw it either. That's why you got the quick whistle.
A pile of buys. I thought that puck was in twice.
Yeah.
Stayed out. Casper, another big saves. 3 minutes to go. Still tied at 0.
Looks like Casper might be saying something to Dangle.
Utes will need to figure something out here moving forward, unless this game could get out of hand. As Dangle will backhand it high, goes off the linesman. Would have broke out Cornelius for a good opportunity. Now Alex King with a steal. He'll skate it along, has the time in the slot. It's a good shot. Blocked here on the near side, though, by Riley. Utah trying to get some kind of offensive pressure. It's stolen away. And now they'll skate it out. Near side Riley. Over to the far side. Finds his man in Rivard.
He has it stolen away. Good play by Pendle on the far side. Now back to Colorado State, top of the point. Shot tip,
Ooh,
save.
off the mask.
Off the cage of Casper. We're down to 2.5 to go. Loose on that far side. Just chapped down low. Rivard now has it. He'll backhand it along. Now Riley sends one in front. Kid pinballs off of O'Brien.
Wow.
Wow.
That was a real quick whistle. Or maybe it might have been a mask thing, too, because, I mean, that ref was standing right there, and Casper immediately went to the mask after the whistle.
He's going to have to readjust himself here with 2:15 to go. Shots are 23-4 in favor of Colorado State. It's still 0-0. Utes playing well defensively. They just haven't had any offense.
Yeah, and that's the problem. You got to give your. It's hard to win a lot of games when you're playing going backwards.
Teams tie each other up in the far circle. It's played along by Pendle. It stays on side, but it's right back to Pendle. Near side. Now Meany gets dragged out of the play. That was Gosser, that was sending that along. Near side, Beery tried to jam it up the near side. Colorado State blocks it. Now pass near side over Beery's stick back out to center ice. Killam D-to-D pass. As they look for the stretch pass, finds O'Donnell at the red line. He has to deal with Pendle. It's Casper. Oh, he almost turned it over, but right to Pendle. Or excuse me, Gosseris over there. Now Pendle has it.
When a team's playing fast, the hardest thing to do is try to slow yourself down.
As Gosseris takes a tumble after that tie up. It breaks it out now for Colorado State. They'll walk in. Shot loose in front. Casper. Did he get a glove on it? He did. The teams tie each other up in front of the cage again. Nice awareness from Casper.
Can't like reflexes to get that.
Glove that out of traffic.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, one of the hardest things to do, it doesn't matter what sport you're playing, is just slow the game down, especially when it's moving a little fast, and that's what Utah needs to do right now, is just slow it down. Not play slow, but do what you can mentally to make smart decisions.
Nobody would like to see the intermission come more than Patrick Casper. He's been busy. As you saw him on one knee there.
He's still huffing and puffing right now.
As he can't wait for this period to get over. It's been all Colorado State. And it's loose on that far side. Poked that away by Cahill. They still jam it out to the far side. Cronin just taps it along. A bouncing puck doesn't stay on side for Colorado State. They'll just send one in. And they'll hack after it once more. 1 minute to go here in the first period. Fast moving first 20 minutes here on a Friday night. Final weekend for both these teams. As the field for Nationals will be revealed this week. Just a couple of weeks away. That tournament in Columbus. Down to 40 seconds. Colorado State with the puck. They'll just bring it around. DeFazio. Casper will leave it behind. Now Rebel. He'll take a check for his efforts. Squirts out here to the near side. Cahill. He'll settle things down. Rings it up the far side. Has Cronin with time. Into the blue line. Now outlet pass finds Meyer. 2-on-3 comes Utah. 22 seconds to go. Meyer plays it into the corner. Barnes waiting there for it. Trying to send a pass. It's blocked. Now he gets it back. Sends one out in front. Just missed Dangle. Breaks out Colorado State. They come 2-on-1. The backhand pass off the helmet. Number 16, Ben Joseph. And they'll just send it in. We're down to the final 5 seconds of the first period. As Utah will ring it around the far side. That'll clear the zone. And that'll be it for period number 1. It's been all Colorado State. But neither team has found the back of the net. We're scoreless through 20.
Well, that's the one that matters, is that your best player is doing his job, and that's making sure pucks don't come into the net, and that's what Patrick Casper is doing right now. But if you're Colorado State, you got to be happy with that period. If you're Utah, you got to figure out a way to get some offensive pressure going and maintain it, because if you keep giving up these shot ratios, it's going to be a long night for your team.
So a lot to talk about for head coach Brett Harris and his squad. After that first 20 minutes, they are tied at 0. Get outshot 24-4 in that opening period. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have your second period. We'll take a look at your first period stats. As the Utes of the Rams' final weekend of the season, both teams trying to build some momentum, try and get into the field for Nationals. As it's tied at 0 after 1. We'll take a break. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. No score after 20 minutes here from the Utah Ice Sheet. You're watching University of Utah Hockey right here on Utah Hockey Game Day Live. All right, hockey fans, and welcome back to the Salt Lake City Sports Complex in the Utah Ice Sheet, getting ready for our second period of the night. We're scoreless here on a Friday night as we take a look at your first period stats. They're brought to you by Hotel RL, the new hotel down in downtown
Not
Salt
Red Line
Lake City,
Hotel anymore.
formerly known as the Red Line Hotel, now Hotel RL. No score in that first period, no penalties either. The storyline has really been the shots. It's been 24-4 in favor of Utah. The Utes had all of, I think, about 15 seconds of offensive pressure there. It was all Colorado State, and I was walking down for stats. The coaching staff for Utah let them have it, and hopefully we see a better Utah team here in the second
Well,
period.
sometimes you need a kick in the pants to get going, and hopefully that's what does it. But you know what? Here's the thing. It's your last weekend, seniors, dude. You got to lead the way.
As we'll see what the Utes have in store. We saw Casper was visibly upset leaving the ice after that first period. I'm sure he wasn't the only one for Utah as Colorado State dominated.
Not only that, Casper was gassed coming off the ice. He was huffing and puffing.
We could see it. He's already got his money's worth only through 20 minutes here. We'll see if it gets any better for him here in the second period. Team switch ends. Utah moves right to left in the white uniforms. Colorado State is in the green uniforms, moving left to right. 20 minutes up on the board. No penalties carry over as we're back underway for period number 2. The Rams win the opening draw. As Cody West will chip one high in the air. It's kept by Killam in the offensive zone. They'll play it down low. As Colorado State up the near side, they drag it out in front. Cronin with a good play here on the near post, able to poke it away. Now the pass up the near side for Cronin. He chips it out. No icing as this will go all the way down.
Matrosic almost had that wraparound shot there. It was open, too, on that post.
Just here on the near side, Colorado State will break the puck out once more, scanning along as Griff slide him. As he'll gain the blue line. Good check from King over on the far side. As the puck bounces off the boards, Casper will hold on. Something I imagine the coaching staff would say, if it's near you, just get a whistle.
Well, and that's the side with the live boards, too. Probably more lively than the north boards, and that was what Utah was doing when they were attacking on that end.
Very tall, active boards here in Salt Lake City. Tallest boards you'll see in the country, even. I would put my money on that. As the figure skating rink here is a
biggest rink you'll see in the country, too.
That too. Well, I've seen a couple that are close to the size, but it's Colorado State. Shot from the point. It's blocked. Loose near side. Backhand is jammed up by Pendle as he took a sprawl here on the near side. Now Rams top of the point. Stick fails. Man in front. We get net dislodged. I believe that's going to be the call. Almost a chance for Utah there after that fan shot from Riley DeFazio. Instead, it's a whistle, and they'll stay in the zone as the net dislodged on Utah's end.
Maybe a bit of a break for Colorado State, having that net come off. As Utah probably could have gotten something started.
Riley versus King for the face-off here on the near side. It's won by King. Near side, Pendle will ring it around the far boards. Cornelius tries to get to it in time, could not. A little too much heat on that one as the puck deflects up high in the air. Both teams take a stab at it. It's loose near side. Good diving poke check from Alex King. Rams still in possession, though. Quickly over to the far side. Loose at the top of the point. Utah still jamming at it. Now Dangle gets a turnover. He'll skate it along. Utes come 3-on-3. Dangle poked away at the blue line. He'll get hit by Raleigh as he backhands it down low. King tries to settle that puck after getting a deflection. Loose here on the near corner. Dangle with good pressure. Already Utah doing better than they did in that first period.
Yeah, in the first 2 minutes, I think a lot better period.
As things have kind of settled down. As Rams will break the puck out. Outlet pass is off target. Liebernight will play to the far side. Utah wanted to change. Dangle will just help it along and then go take a break on the bench. Utah, a backhanded pass by Gosris is pinball off a pad. Now Colorado State comes 3-on-4. They'll just send it in. Casper sends it off the glass. Colorado State in the middle of a change now. Pass up the near side. It's picked up. Now turned over. Back and forth they go. And our first penalty is going to come on Utah. It's going to be Gosris to the box as they touch up.
See what this is. This will be interesting.
I believe it's going to be an interference call. It's an elbowing call, and it's to number 6, Connor Meany, excuse me.
That's tough. That's one of those, I mean, Neff was already going down, too, so that's one of those calls, I mean, you see in the NFL all the time or in college football where you kind of cross that line when someone's going down and it should have be called because, I mean, levels have changed, but first one of the night.
Yeah, first penalty of the night belongs to Utah. It's number 6, Connor Meany. It's 2 minutes for elbowing. Time of the penalty, 2:09 of the second period. So the Utes will have to try and find a way to get it out of the zone, down a man this time. As they win the draw. Over to the far side. Rams set up the power play. Walking in is Nittenbach. He'll play down low. Riley back to Nittenbach. Now top of the point, Killam. Looks through traffic. Casper save, kicks it to the corner. And Riley crashing in on that far side as Riley now has the puck. He comes to the top of the point. He'll wheel around the near circle. Gets by one stick check. Now walks in. Casper save and held on.
Southwell just being an annoyance right next to Casper. That whole set right there. Got his stick clear and was looking for a tip in. A little bit late on his chance.
As the second power play unit for Colorado State will make its way onto the ice. The Utes will change the forward pair on the penalty kill here. Sixth best penalty kill in the nation at the D1 level. Utah at 87.6% on the year. Colorado State 38th in the 59-team division at 17.4 on the power play. As they'll get an opportunity near side. That shot from DeFazio, a little off target. Colorado able to set things up once more. And over on that far side is O'Donnell. Walks in towards the front, had it poked away into the corner. Quick passing from Colorado State. Now walking in, wrist pass near side. Shot deflected but wide. Trying to redirect it. That one was Matrosic. Still loose near side. Colorado State still in possession. Now up the near side. Now up top of the point. Gives it to O'Donnell near side. Play it down low in the corner. As Matrosic, he sends one in front. Stick jam by Utah. Still loose at the top of the crease. And
get it out.
Poked here near side. O'Brien tries to clear. Could not. Stays in the zone. Utah would love a clear right now. 3 Rams, 2 Utes as O'Donnell had his stick kind of fly out of his hands. Utah trying to clear. They do. And now it's a race. Cronin trying for a shorthanded opportunity here. He gets rubbed out of the play. Gives the Utes a chance to change up the other 3. But back comes Colorado State. Dylan Hassel near side. Floats one in front. One-time shot. Save. Casper still loose. Turned around. And a shot from O'Donnell is wide.
It was a 5-on-3 for a while.
As Cronin
was late coming off.
He got checked off the puck in the zone, and he was gassed as it was. So Utah able to weather that storm. We're down to the final 10 seconds of the power play. Lieberknight doing a great job holding that puck in the corner. Rams finally get it out with 5 seconds left. Now top of the point. Winding up a shot. Goes wide. And the penalty over. Meany out of the box. First power play goes by the wayside for Colorado as Utah will ring it up the near side boards. This will be icing on Utah. Unless Connor Meany can beat it, he can't. And a stoppage of play with 15:39 remaining here in the second period.
A little bit more of the same from the first period after a good start for Utah. No shots first 4 minutes in.
Kind of hard when you got the power play that you have to deal with there as they had trouble clearing that zone. Colorado State spent about a minute 45 of that power play in the offensive zone. As Utes win the draw to the corner. It's stolen away by Colorado State. Back behind the net is Rivard as he weaves back and forth. Has it poked away from him. Barnes now has it for Utah. It's passed behind Connor Meany. He pressures the number 6 counterpart for Colorado State. That's Casaria. Near side, his pass off target. Cahill will have an opportunity from the point. He fires a shot's blocked in front. As big collision, Barnes went for the big hit. And that was number 27, Clark, that kind of blew a tire. Still loose on that far side. Utah trying to get some offensive pressure here. They haven't had a shot so far. Colorado State already with 7 in this period. Keeping it in, Clark on the far side. He'll walk in, tries to poke it in front. It's loose, picked up by Utah. Cahill picked off by Riley. Riley near side, sends one in front. Shot is blocked over to the corner. Holding on is Rivard. He gets bumped out of the play. Now a center pass off of a stick. Bouncing puck top of the slot. Picked up by Utah. Here they come 2-on-1. Jones with Sewell. Sewell now has it. Backhanded, trying to get to Jones. He was canceled out. Now trying to find Bridges off of his skate. And no shot for Utah.
Tell you what, this defense is doing a good job of taking any opportunities away. Although, if you're Jones, you got to keep your feet moving, not just glide through. I know you're at the end of the shift.
As Utah plays up the far side, almost broke out Forney, but through his feet, goes on net to Diedrich. That's his first touch of the period with 14 minutes to go. As King tries to keep it onside, he does. Here's Dangle, looks for an out center pass, goes off a skate, going to come right to Barlocker, who plays it to the corner back for Dangle. Is it down low? 2-on-1 down there. King checks a man off the puck, but it comes up the near side. Dangle keeps it on side. King back down low for Dangle. A nice cycle here. Pass out in front, looking for Fornelius. Puck deflected all kinds of places around, and now here comes Colorado State. 2-on-1. Schneeberger will fire a backhand pass, looking the near side for number 16, Joseph. That was offside, and now a pass near side, and that's the first goal of the game. It's Nightenbach able to catch that pass in front, and the Rams finally break the Utah defense. They lead 1-0.
That's one of those things. I think Utah just got outskated on that shift, and I mean, it started off with a couple of Utah players looking for a hand pass, but here's the thing. You got to start creating your own opportunities and create calls for yourself. Refs aren't going to bail you out all the time, but give it to Colorado State. That was a good play there, and good opportunity sending someone to the net to put it in for the first goal.
So it's Yuri Nightenbach. It's his 7th goal of the season, and Colorado State finally has a goal on their 32nd shot of the game. Not even halfway through this contest here. Colorado State looking for more. Here's Nightenbach one more time. He sends one in front. It's canceled out by Utah. Pendle able to force him to the corner. Now plays it behind. Lieberknight has a chance to get to it. And near side, D-to-D pass. Pendle had it bounce off the stick. Forced to just play it back for Lieberknight. The near side, Meyer can't control the outlet pass off the boards. No icing as Killam couldn't either. They'll race all the way back. Shots 32-5. Here in this one, turnover, Meany tries to hack at it, another try with a backhand, it just goes wide. That's the 3rd good look Utah's had. Here's Barnes at the top of the point. Just has to play to the far corner.
That was a good idea with that crossing pass. Almost off the skate off his slide him.
So Colorado State will regroup after that. Near disaster for the Rams as it comes to the top on the red line before Riebel gloves it off. Rams trying to get Utah in it. They've not had anything really to speak of so far. It's shots 8-3 right now in the second period as this puck's going to go all the way down. Icing is called. And just the second offensive draw of the night for Utah is upcoming.
Well, you got to take him when it can. A golden opportunity there. Got to convert when you have your opportunities.
Colorado State picking up right where they left off in that first period. First line's out there for Utah as Colorado State was unable to change, so maybe a chance here for the Utes. It'll be Riley against King. It's won by the Rams. Racing back after to slide him. He gets checked off the puck by Fornelius. Getting up Riley. He's met by King in the far corner. Still able to hold on to that puck as Fornelius takes a deflection off that one, and Utah forced all the way back. Rams get that change that they were denied on the icing call and gives Utah a chance to break the puck out. Now outlet pass finds Dangle. Dangle near side. Now leaves the top of the point. O'Brien. Ton of traffic in front. Loose as Diedrich makes a save. I thought that might have gotten through.
That 5-hole was open too.
It was as Diedrich with a big save. That's his biggest one of the night. As 11:39 to go. Some good puck movement from Utah's first line leads to a good chance.
Get the goalie moving, get screens in front of the net. That's the job there. That was a good job by that first line. Good idea by that first line. And most importantly, a good shift to try to get some momentum back and get the fans back in this game.
So face off here on the near side. Utah's second line will go out. Cronin, Barnes, and Myers. Barnes with a backhand shot off the face off just a little wide. Cronin plays it down low in the corner for Barnes. A lot of green in front as he feeds it in front there. Stolen away this time by William Neff. He'll center a pass. Skating along Southwell. And they'll push it along past the blue line. Their side by Hassel is blocked. Now Meyer in the corner. Brings it behind his own net. Has time to skate it up the far side now. Plays the outlet pass. Has Barnes ahead of the play. Cronin breaking here on the near side with the pass off target. Didn't really have a chance to look at that one as here comes Southwell into the zone. Southwell look for the near side pass. Shot off the side of the net.
But the net moved.
Casper sliding over for that one. Here comes Barnes. Here's another 2-on-1 for Utah. Cronin's going towards the front. Good defensive play by Hassel. Able to block that pass, looking for Cronin on the back door. So Utah's starting to find a little life here in this one after giving up that goal.
So these Rams defensemen, they are really aggressive here, going out and forcing the play.
Shots 8-5 in favor of Colorado State here in the second period. Still a hefty margin after that first period, though. As They'll just send it in. Colorado State will change up. Gives time for Utah to skate it if they hurry. They'll elect to break the puck out instead. Looking for the home run pass. It's off target. Looking for Jones at the blue line. Near side, Sewell. Can't cut off the puck. Now Riley has it. He backhands it to the Utah blue line where it's picked up by Tyler Pendle. He'll skate it along himself. Pendle from the circle, a shot. It's saved by Diedrich. And he holds on for the whistle.
Well, you know what? That's what you got to do. Just at this point, just send it in halfway through the game, kind of well behind in the shot count. Whatever opportunity they have in this Colorado defensive scheme is kind of built on the fact that, hey, we're not going to give you a lot of looks, and the looks that you're going to take, we're going to have a defenseman in that area, so you're going to have to figure out what you want to do.
So face-off on the far side. Riley unable to win the draw. Gosser's with a good win. It's poked down low. Gosser's able to bring it up the near side, has time with it. Leaves it for Meany in the corner, pokes it along, looking for Beery. Now it's back to Gosser's. He fires a shot in front, took a deflection off of Meany wide of the cage. Now Colorado State back the other way with speed. Up ahead is Cameron Rivard. Loose back behind the net. Gosser's with a good check. Still loose back behind there. Pressure off the puck. Rams get a turnover. Quick shot. Casper is saved. It's loose behind the net. They'll try up the near side. Good defensive play from
back there.
Beery and number 27 Clark tied up behind the play. Now Miller will keep it onside. Plays it down low. Has Clark being pressured again by Cahill this time. 2-on-2 battle. Digging it out. Rivard. It's back down low. Reba will play it up the far side. Beery looking to clear the puck. He does. Takes a deflection. It's right to Meany. One man to beat. It almost gets through off of a skate. Buys Utah the time they needed to change the lineup here. And big check on the far side. King bumped off. It's loose in the linesman's skate. Utah will keep it onside. Here's Fornelius in the corner. 3 men to beat in front. Comes to the top of the point. Dangle a shot. Save Diedrich and hold on. And the teams finally meet it in front of the crease there.
Well, hey, why not?
That's the first time we've seen it so far tonight.
Yep.
As Dangle, dangerous spot, top of the slot. Just couldn't get it by Diedrich.
Diedrich being super aggressive there, too, all the way almost out of the crease. Out of the paint.
Oh, another offensive drop coming for Utah. They've had a considerable increased amount of offense here in the second period. Only 4 shots in that first period. They have 9 already here in the second. Colorado State, D-to-D pass. Now skating up ahead is Danny Matrosic. He gets pumped off the puck. Loose here on the nearest side as Joseph will play it looking for Matrosic, but hops over his stick. Now racing on that far side was Nightenbach, but canceled out. Puck back out to center ice. Barnes takes a knee, gets right back up, floats it to Meyer, but a bouncing puck. As Barnes gets up from down low in front. Now center pass just looking for Meyer. It's stolen away. Now Killam to the near side. Joseph will fire one on net. Casper, an easy save. Will steer to the far corner. Matrosic back behind the net. Now picked up by Joseph after the poke check. Another pass. This one canceled out. It's skating along and a penalty. Penalty on Utah. It's going to be Barnes behind the play. Interference the call, and the second power play of the night belongs to Colorado State.
I think that was a slash is what the call was.
I would believe the slash. It was behind the play. Utah had the puck. Barnes, it is a slashing call, and another bad break for Utah. It'll be the second power play of the night for Colorado State. They're 0 for 1.
Well, that's unfortunate, too, because they had a good opportunity to get the puck out and maybe create their own opportunity. Gotta know where the puck is and who has it.
As Utah, a good win on the draw, and they'll kill it. As they'll send it down the ice. So penalty to David Barnes. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes. 12:01, excuse me, of the second period.
Can't forget that next second.
Corrected by our public address announcer for the night, Jason King. Colorado State sets it up, looks for a tip shot. It's loose. Looking on that far side was Matrosic. This top line stays out for Colorado State. Top of the point is Neff. Thought about his options. Gives it into the corner as Joseph. Out of the top of the point. Playing catch. Now over on the far side is O'Donnell. He'll fire one in front. Across the crease. Was denied the first time. It's loose over there in Casper. Been able to make the save and hold on.
Casper has to feel like this game's taking an eternity with how many saves he's made.
35 saves already for Casper.
tons of shots. A little bit less this period. Utah doing a good job getting inside of those shooting lanes. Force the puck elsewhere, but still, that's a heavy workload for your number one.
Utes gave up 48 shots in the game against Iowa State last time out. They're almost to that point here in the second period. Bouncing puck top of the point. Colorado State will play near side. They were forced to just come back as Utah had numbers with O'Brien and Fornelius. Utes able to get the clear. Fornelius applying some heavy pressure, forcing Colorado State behind their own end. We're under a minute now to go on the power play. Pass up the near side for Southwell. He'll backhand it off the stick of O'Brien. Casper tries to clear it himself. It takes a deflection off of Nightenbach, and he'll play in the corner. Back down low for Riley. He'll bring it behind the net. Sends one in front. It's off the stick of Cronin. Or Fornelius, excuse me. And the Utes get it clear. Good play by Forney in front. 30 seconds remaining in the penalty. Colorado State will try again. Much better kill from the Utes here. As the pass up the far side. Killam will leave it for Riley. Riley, center pass, has Casaria top of the point. He shoots and rings the near post. Rang it hard. You could hear it from up here. Riley behind the play. Over to the near side. A shot is blocked. That one by Riebel. Puck stays down low. Down to final 5 seconds of the power play. Southwell in the corner. Leaves it in the corner. Lieberknight will just tie it up. 2 Rams down there. Utes back to full strength. Colorado State 0 for 2 now on the power play. Utes has yet to go on the power play so far tonight. It's 1-0 so far in this one as Nightenbach has the lone goal. Utah trying to push it along. Pendle gives it to Meyer. Here comes an opportunity as Meyer weaves in. Shot for the near side. It's saved by Diedrich. Backhanded pass cut off by the Rams. Southwell will bring it along. He'll gain the red line there on the back end of a change. As the Rams offside, Schneeberger near side. Takes a run in with Gosris tagging up on that delayed offside. Up the near side, West has it bounce off his chest. Sends one towards the front. Cut off though by DeFazio. He'll skate it along. Rams come 2-on-2. DeFazio into the zone. He'll shoot and went wide. Near side, Colorado State can't keep the zone. Hassel will wait up the near side. Cronin almost had an opportunity to break away with it. It's just sending it into the zone. O'Brien up the far side. Beery able to hack his stick, able to get it back out. No icing. Beery racing hard back after it. Able to bump a man off the puck. Helping back, though, is Hassel. We're under 5 minutes now to go here in the second period. It's still 1-0. Favor Colorado State. Pass by Hassel up the near side. Finds Yoder. He sends one in front. Nobody home. As Utah will get it back out to center ice. Colorado State quickly back the other way. Skating it along is Schneeberger. A shot. It's wide. Up the far side. Now Beery just takes a hack at it. 2 Rams over there. Able to keep it onside. Now Cahill will have an opportunity to break it out in the near side. Looking for Meany. Gets to the top of the point. It's kept in by Miller. 4 minutes to go here in this second period. Tyler Riebel trying to skate along, being pressured behind. As Meany gains the red line, floats one on Diedrich, has to make a blocker save.
Smart play there, get the change.
This one's going to go down. This will not go for icing as Riebel forced all the way back. He'll get a check from Matrosik. Now on that far side, holding on to it is Nightenbach. First line back out there for Colorado State. First line out there for Utah. Nightenbach holds at the top half boards. Puck's right back out in front. Matrosik dangling with sticks. It's blocked by Riebel. Here to the near side. Miller will play it down low. Has Joseph. He'll fire one in front. Takes a deflection. Utah able to play it into the near side. Miller's shot is blocked. It goes up in the air over to the far corner.
Casper gassed. Hands on his knees right now.
As Utah trying to clear the zone, they'll have a chance. Dangle center pass finds Fornelius, but immediately poked away from him. Now it's loose here at the center red line. Dangle, a nice strong play to get that puck back. It goes back and forth now to Miller. Floats one, just goes past the blue line. Have to wait for Motter to go on, get back on side. They'll just send it in, they'll change for the second line. Under 3 minutes now to go. It's been a weather the storm kind of night for Utah as they've allowed just the 1 goal so far tonight. They haven't had much offense. It's been better here in the second period. As Southwell looks for a pass. It's cut off. Second pass is also cut off by Utah. Cahill will try to skate up the nearest side. Excuse me, that's West. As Meyer gets by one man, walks in, has a man on the back door. He got it through, but Diedrich didn't get a pad on her, else there would have been an easy goal for Barnes. Just pushed it wide. 2:15 to go here in this period. Is puck cut off at the blue line. Utah will skate it along. Bridges racing on that far side. He'll shoulder off Killam. Colorado State back. His pass for Southwell is off target, but it breaks out a man ahead of the play. Shot by Casper, still loose in front, and poked away by Utah. That was Rivard in front. Utah with active sticks in their own end as they send one into Colorado State zone. We'll skate it along. Pass up the far side. Looking in Hunter Clark. He'll walk in with a shot. It's deflected here into the near corner. Brings hard around the boards. Hassel will keep it in. Off the stick of Bridges. Now back to Rivard. He goes for the backdoor pass. Has Riley. As he comes out in front. Surveys his option. A lot of white in the middle. As puck bounces through the crease just wide. 1:23 remains. Colorado State with another offensive pressure shift here. Holding on the far side. Center pass. Now on the near side. Good poke check from Cahill. As they try to clear the zone. 2-on-1 battle near side. It's picked up by Rivard. He has it behind the net. Good poke check from Cahill. Back to Rivard. He'll just backhand it down low. Riley will go after as we're down into the final minute of the second period. Up the near side. Hassel has it. Plays it back behind the net. Has Riley waiting on the back door. Colorado State in the middle of a change. Sends on in front. Off of a stick. Off of Hassel's stick near side. Still loose in the corner. Fourth line out there for Utah. Having, again, a hard time getting out. And they get a benefit there as they pass off target. They'll change it up with 34 to go. Pass up the near side. Boards. Off target looking for Matrosik. And it's icing with 26.7 to go.
Just looking at these benches in the last 5 minutes here, Utah, you could tell they were exerting everything they could just to try to keep the score the way it is. Colorado State a little bit more engaged all the way on the rail. Interesting here. We'll see how this period closes up and what adjustments are made, because Utah's got a lot more shots off on this period, a little bit better looks, but still kind of feels like it's been all Colorado State the second period too.
Usually the altitude plays a factor here. Fort Collins about as high as Salt Lake though. As this Colorado State team hungry for a win. They need something positive this weekend to punch their ticket to Columbus. We're down to the final 10 seconds here. Utah's a long shot for Nationals, but a weekend win would help them out as there's a big hit in front of the Utah bench. It sends the crowd into a frenzy as the horn sounds to end our second period.
That started with a hit in front of the bench.
And I believe Utah might get a penalty after all that deliberation. We'll wait to see.
Well, that was one of those things. I don't think the linesmen were looking at it. I don't think the refs were looking at it. And that's one where you got to keep your eyes in the right area. But that was definitely a retaliation hit from a play earlier right in front of the kind of that break in between the two benches. And that's what led to that somewhat altercation. But you know that's going to be the mind of those Utah players as it comes back, and maybe something the refs are going to have to talk about in the dressing room.
So the Utes a little bit better in the second period, but they do give up the game's first goal. Yuri Deinbach has the lone tally so far through 2 periods of play. The Utes trail 1-0 after 2. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have your third period. We'll take a look at your second period stats as well. And we'll close things out here on a Friday night. 1-0 the score. Colorado State in front of Utah after the second period. You're watching University of Utah Hockey right here on Utah Hockey Game Day Live. hockey fans, welcome back to Salt Lake City. Getting ready for our third period of the night between Utah and Colorado State. The Rams with a 1-0 lead after 2 periods of play. Let's show you how they got there as we take a look at your second period stats, brought to you by Hotel RL in downtown Salt Lake City. 6:25 was the only time we saw a goal that belonged to Colorado State as Yuri Nightenbach gets his 7th of the season. Matrosik and Joseph the assists on the goal. As a much more even period as far as shots go, just 13-9 in favor of Colorado State in that second period. 37-13, Utah still trails in that shot count. Colorado State had 2 power plays. Utah had none. Neither team has found a power play goal as Colorado State is 0 for 2. We saw a much better effort from Utah in that second period, but they still have an uphill climb here in the third, boss.
Yeah, a lot more. I think it was a lot better defensive effort, despite the fact that he gave up a goal. I think that was a weird bounce to the puck in which that goal got scored. But here's the thing. I mean, with that effort in the second period, build upon that, play with some emotion, play with some ferocity, put a puck in the net. Let's go to OT, huh? Or maybe you can put 2.
So we'll see what the third period unfolds here. The Utes had to come back against Jamestown 2 weeks ago to try and get the win. They'll have to do the same here tonight. As Utah's been a third period team most of the season.
Yeah.
They seem to find a way to get things done.
And here's the thing, too. I mean, this is possibly the last 2 times you're going to play with this team. And this team's never going to be the same. You will never have the same players. You have some graduating players, of course, some new players coming in next year. So enjoy the time that you have with these guys. I mean, play for each other. And I know that these guys, for the most part, like being around each other, love each other. Oh, whoa.
As that puck stuck on that, and it stuck again on a little wet out there, folks. And it leads to a turnover for Colorado State, and Casper makes a great save. So
check the puck.
The home cookie not helping Utah here. It's going against the Utes.
Someone check that puck.
A little water down there in that far corner.
Yeah, the refs are scoping that area out right now.
As the rink has been flooded for this third period.
Oh,
saw Pendle try 3 different times to try and dig that puck out of the puddle.
This swamp not drained.
This will be a face-off near side.
We'll leave that for another day.
Yeah. About all you can really say about that. Oh, man.
Well, I'll stop.
19 minutes to go here in this game. It's 1-0 Colorado State. Matt Bozic trying to entertain your way through this one. As Colorado State with a shot, saved by Casper. Rebound is blocked over to the far corner. Good 2 opportunities from Colorado State. Casper's been very busy. Both of those periods, he got the break he wanted. Is Cronin able to clear the zone? This puck is on its end. It won't make it to the goal line.
I think maybe if there was less water there, it might have.
Yeah, there's a little water in that far corner, too. I'm surprised the puck didn't stop in there. As Southwell brings it up, passes it ahead. O'Donnell shot, still fucked it up and out of play. With 18:26 remaining in our contest tonight.
But yeah, going back to it, I mean, like you played on these teams before too, and it's one of those things like towards the end of the season, especially a long grind. I mean, this team's flown literally all over the country to play hockey games.
East Coast, north, almost to the Canadian border a couple times.
So, I mean, a long season and, an enjoyable process, of course, but you took a couple off the chin, and travel gets on you. So this is one of the things, enjoy the last couple games you have with your team. It's not going to be the same. You're going to have some of the friendships you keep. Of course, that brotherhood you'll always have, but, I mean, this is the last time you get to play with each other.
As Colorado State has it in the offensive zone. These are the final 2 games of the season for both of these teams. As a shot on the far side by Riley is wide. It's loose near side. Clark couldn't hold on to it. And racing back is Rivard. Now Gosser's trying to tie up. He takes a big tumble into the boards. Blowing a tire here on the near side. Now a breakout pass near side. Clark one-on-one with Liebernight. A shot turned aside by Casper. Loose in front. Easily picked up by the Utes. The chip up on the near side. Riley keeps it on side. The rest of the Rams retreat, though. They'll go for a change of the forward line. Utah will retreat, change up their unit as well. They need a goal.
I think, too, I mean, we had guys like Tyler Kugler stopping by.
Yeah, good to see him earlier today.
Yeah.
We had the picture of Zeph Fagrin on our preview article earlier today. One of the last time these 2 teams met across the divisions. This is the first time these 2 teams have played as Division I teams. First time Utah all time has played CSU in their D1 form. They've played their D2 and D3 teams in the past. A win against the Division II team in the Western Showcase in the early promising years of Utah hockey. That one in overtime out there in Colorado, as this is offside, 16:54 to go. The other one was a shootout loss, goes into as a tie against the Division III team. Both games in Colorado State. It's the first time they've been here in Utah.
This is, if this first game is any inclination, this is going to be a fun series to watch over the coming years and as the relationships between schools develop.
Who knows? You might see Utah in a new conference next year. Might be in that WCHL with this Colorado State team and all the others. Been rumors being flying back and forth. Speaking of rumors, you mentioned the road trips. Had a chance to here's a good play by King as it sets out in front. Bouncing puck, now King. Turnaround shot just went wide. I'll get to my point here in just a minute as the pass out in front. Gives it a dangle. He keeps it onside. First line doing work here as Meyer sends one in front, looking for King. It's stolen away by Killam. He floats it high in the air. Revel gloves it down to the blue line. He's able to skate it ahead. She'll finally shoulder off the puck at the red line. I was going to mention, I had a chance to take a look at the upcoming schedule for next year. It won't be released for a while, but some good road trips next year, Boz.
Some insider information.
Yes, I'm not going to say who or where, but there's some good road trips next year. So stay tuned for that. Couple of collisions, one behind the net, one in front. And still battling on that far side is Gosseris, stolen away. Shot.
Sure, there'll be some fun home games too coming next year.
Oh yeah, Minot State, of course, is supposed to come here. That's not finalized yet. The current number one team in the ACHA.
That'll be fun. They would open up ACHA play up there.
So could see very, very talented hockey coming here next year.
Yeah, if you're a hockey fan, this is both ends.
Saying most of the pieces are still here for Utah next year as well. Only 4 seniors who will be saying goodbye to tomorrow night. 2 of those being Dangle and Cronin. As here comes a 3-on-2 for Utah. Cody West leads the charge once more. Been active offensively, the defenseman. His shot is well off target. It's going to break out Colorado State the other way, but good poke check from O'Brien. He goes across the ice looking for Cornelius. Takes a hop over the stick. Now back to West. He tries to push it along once more.
We talk about youthful teams, and we had one 2 weeks ago in Jamestown.
Yeah, that's a team mainly of freshmen.
Yeah.
As that'll be one of the top teams come next year as well, as they're eligible for nationals. Is loose on the far side, picked up over on that far side by Joseph. He's canceled out. Now an outlet pass looking for Meany. It's behind him. This will be icing on Utah, but Diedrich comes out and plays it. So that negates the icing call. We keep playing. 5 minutes gone here in the third period. 1-0 the score. Just the 1 goal in the second period. That puck, good catch by the backup goaltender tonight for the Rams. That's Robert McDonald.
He's ready.
Yeah, you're right. He has the red pads over there. Makes a nice glove save there on the bench.
But interesting too. I might want to mention former sport club director here at University of Utah, Matt McCarthy. All taking care of business over at Colorado State now.
I have personal connections with Dax Diedrich as well.
Yeah.
He's played with my brother Chris in the juniors, former teammates. Was looking forward to this matchup all over the weekend before certain things happen. As the home run pass finds Meyer at the opposite blue line, has Dangle breaking towards the front. Meyer with a spin-around shot. Dangle got a piece of it. Almost redirected on frame. Southwell will backhand it out. Nice touch pass. Breaks out the man here on the near side. O'Donnell gets by a stick check. Trying to stuff it here on the near side. Good back check from Meyer. Only to the top of the point. This one blocked. Dangle's got it ahead. Has King with him. 2-on-1. Dangle walks in. Backhand scores!
Awesome move there. Nice deke to his backhand. Forcing Diedrich to come out to his right side and get over that pad. Awesome move there. It's something we expect out of Dangle. I mean, the way that he plays. What a great move there. Good breakaway. Not only that, but to get in front of the shot to start that breakout there.
Who else but Dangle? Just only 2 games left in his college career. Goes coast to coast and beats Diedrich top shelf. Josh Dangle with the goal. It's going to be his 14th of the year, and it ties us at 1.
And here's the thing, too. If you're Colorado State, this is a must-win game for you. So, a little bit more pressure in that bench over here on the green side. He's here of the face-off. That's Riley being super aggressive.
So the Utes have found some life now here as West fires a shot. That is electrifying the Utes here. They've been outshot 41-14 at this point. But it is a tie hockey game, and Utah has the momentum right now after that goal.
And most of the chances for Utah's come off of rushes like that.
O'Brien's shot is blocked. West turnaround. Oh, he just went high. Had a lot of heat on that shot. Now it breaks Colorado State out. Here comes Rivard into the zone. Walks in, tries to send one across. It's going to be a penalty on Utah. And that's a penalty you're just going to have to take in that kind of situation.
That's fine. Sometimes you have some penalties that, I mean, no one really likes taking penalties or giving penalties, but this is one here that's probably a good one to keep the opportunity there, especially with how good your penalty kill is and how average Colorado State's is.
It's fair to say as Jack Sewell is the one that goes to the box. It's hooking the call. Time of the penalty, 6:30 of the third period. So Colorado State, their third power play on the night. They're 0 for 2.
Our pregame guesses on penalty are way off, by the way.
Way off. I thought as a shot, Josh, our cameraman's the closest. He was at 8. Only 3 penalties. Utah has yet to have a power play in this one, I should mention. No penalties on Colorado State yet. As a turnaround, Casper stands tall once again, able to stop that shot from Neff. Trying to, nice stick move in front, trying to lift it over Casper.
Tell you what, I think the interesting thing too, as I can't talk English right now, but as this season's progressed, I like the shot selection that this Utah team is taking. It's really going upper corner, really making the goalies work here. I like that. I mean, you talk about the growth that this team's had. I don't know if last week was a step back for this Utah team because that's a tough trip to go to Ames, Iowa, and play Iowa State. But
Iowa State was the number 1 ranked team for 6 weeks to start the season, so it's not a pushover. Their ranking doesn't reflect who they are. That's a very skilled team out there in Ames. National semifinalists last year.
So
national finalists, I should say.
You look at this Utah team, and this is a team that has a ridiculous amount of promise and is young. And the thing too, you got to remember is that you have Patrick Casper, who's a freshman, starting in goal.
Yeah, how about this for Utah? Good shorthanded opportunity. Dangle doing most of the work there. Fornelius able to come in and help out. They kill off a good couple of seconds here. As Colorado State forced to go back. They're down to a minute left to go in this power play.
Well, they can't break out right now.
You mentioned the stat numbers on the special team units for both these teams. It's passed out in front. It's picked up by Utah. Cronin quickly to Fornelius and clears. Utah, one of the top 10 teams in penalty kill in Division 1. They're one of the top teams in all of the divisions as well. As on the other side, Colorado State's in the bottom third for power plays on the season. So they have one last rusher, about 25 seconds now left here in this one as Riley has it behind the net. Backhands at top of the point. His pass off target looking for Riley. Now it's loose down low. Southwell gets to it. He takes a check from West. Up the far side, Riley poked away by Utah. Still loose now. Riley across the ice. Has a man near side. Holding. And a shot goes off the glove of Casper into the corner.
Good patience there.
Final 3 seconds, 2 and 1. The Utes back to full strength. They killed a penalty, but still work to do. Top of the point. Over to the far side for Killam. He'll fire a shot through traffic. Casper holds on. Another brilliant save from the freshman tonight.
Well, I think after this game, his save percentage is going to be back where it was.
I think he's going to be okay now. A little bit of a shaky weekend in Ames, but it looks like he's back to his old self.
Good bounce back game, and that's exactly what you need to. I mean, yeah, you're young, you're a freshman. It's hockey. It's a long season. You're going to have games like that, and that's the way the sport goes.
Top of the point. Colorado State still dealing. That shot takes a couple of bounces just wide of the cage. Here on the near side, O'Donnell. Rams set up once more. Trying to get back in front. It's tied at 1. Dangle's got the goal here in the third that tied us up. Barnes from the red line forces Diedrich to make a blocker save.
They've done that a couple of times this game, too.
Good steal by Barnes here on the near side. The puck bounces back and forth. He advances to the red line. Now it's cut off by Pendle. Good defensive play there. Forcing Colorado State back. DeFazio over to the far side. Now quickly up ahead to the near side for Neff. He's been quiet tonight as he sends one across the crease. Now backhand in front. Pinballs around. Nobody can call it for Colorado State to grab that puck as Utah able just to Send it to the corner, still loose, now far circle. Bouncing around, King with a nice steal and backhands it out of the zone. Coming up on 10 minutes to go here in the third period, 10:23 now. As pass out in front, redirected just wide of the cage. Colorado State picking up right where they left off. They've had the offensive pressure all night. It's been rushes for Utah that's worked for them. As here comes another one. Lieberknight up the near side. Pressured by Killam. He goes to the top of the point looking for King, but it's stolen away by Neff. He'll skate it along. Doesn't gain the red line, but he shoots it on net. Gives Colorado State a chance to change. We're at the halfway point. Turnover, though, as O'Brien forced to make a quick play there after that. Clark getting in the way. Still loose here on the near side. Turnaround pass stolen away by Utah. Not a whole lot on it. Pinball's around. Now it's at the top of the point. Riley will send one down. Trying to skate through the Utah defense. Couldn't. As West chipped one's high off the glass. Back out. Utah will change up the line. Killam looks for the stretch pass. Finds Riley. Can't control the pass, though. As O'Brien now has it in the corner. Brings it behind the net. Rings around the far boards. Has Cronin waiting for that puck to catch up to him. Center pass just behind Cornelius. Now it's back out to center ice. Riley will dump it in. West on the far side, battling with Rivard as it comes up the near side for Meany. Cat checked off the puck in the corner. Good job by Clark. Good sidestep the check from Cornelius as the outlet pass off target stays in the zone and they score. Rivard turnaround shot and the Rams back ahead.
Well, that's one of those where that you can't allow that. It was comes off of a giveaway and an errant pass, and that's some of the things you clean up. It'll come with time, but an unfortunate mistake here for Utah, and it gives Colorado State a 2-1 lead.
That's a big one for Utah as they had a chance to clear that puck out, but a turnover leads to the goal. It's number 19, Cameron Rivard. It's just his 5th of the year. And the Rams are back in front. So Utah will have to find another. As Barnes skates it along. Loose here on the near side. Barnes sends one in front, looks for the front of the crease, but ends up going off the back of the net, settles on the far side. Colorado State outlet pass finds his man in Nightenbach. He's got one of the 2 goals for Colorado State tonight. His puck behind the net, D-to-D pass, crashing in hard. Over here on the near side was Matrosic. Oh, back to the top of the point. Rams can set it up. Again, near side, a shot from Casarias. High, might have took a deflection. Pendle with a good tie-up over on the far side. Still loose. Colorado State able to keep it in the zone. Now backhand is saved. Casper spilled it to the near side. Still loose. The pinball's around. Utah trying to clear the zone. It's kept in by Casaria. Beery couldn't get it out. Now a pass up the near side. Now the back door. Casper all over the place trying to keep that puck out.
A lot of missed opportunities to clear the puck again, and that's what got Utah, especially the fact that they were on the back end of a shift.
Tie up there down low. As Gossers gets tripped up, no call from the officials. Teams have their shovels out digging after that one. So we're down to 7.5 to go here in this game. It's 2-1 Colorado State. Loose here on the near side. Lieberknight will just have to ice his puck. It's going to go on net to Diedrich, though, and that gives the opportunity for Utah to make a change. Outlet pass ahead. Southwell at the blue line. Centers a pass. Weaving through as O'Donnell weaves through. Casper again. A big save. Referee lost sight of it.
I think it was in the
wow.
Behind, yeah, but unbelievable, man.
If it was not for Casper, this game could have been well out of hand. And that's another top drawer save as the shot count reaches 50 for Colorado State.
Kind of, in a way, it almost feels like it's, aside for the goal count, the shot count is kind of a reverse of what we've seen last year with this Utah team.
Yeah, if you saw the shot count on its own, you would figure it's a 6-7 goal lead for Colorado State. Instead, it's just 2-1. Shots 50-16 in favor of Colorado State right now. Rung up the far boards. Utah still in this, though. If they get a rush, this is going to be icing on Utah. As whistle goes with 6:48. If they can get a rush or an odd-man break like they did with Dangle's goal, this could be a tie hockey game once again.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. This is one of those games where you realize you can hang. with the guy you have between the pipes. Remember, I'll bring this out to soccer a little bit. I mean, with U.S. soccer, of course, during the Olympics, you have teams that can park the bus and just wait for a counterattack. If you get a good counter rush going, you can do a lot of damage.
That's what we've seen tonight for the most part. Just 2 turnovers have really been the goals that Utah has allowed. This goes all the way down. This will be icing on Colorado State. So a rare offensive draw upcoming for Utah as they'll send the second line out there. For a hybrid line, it'll be Barnes, Bridges, and looks like Gosris. So a mixture of the second, third, and fourth lines for Utah.
Well, I mean, those lines have been gassed too. Those are the lines that kind of spent a lot of time in the defensive zone. So
Bridges will take the draw and go against Riley. It's won by Utah, but pings off the skate of Barnes. Outlet pass by Rivard, and he gets by Pendle on the near side. Now sends one in front. Swing and a miss by Hunter Clark.
You going down to Cubs spring training?
Gonna try to see if I can get tickets first. Riley will chip it up the far
I was
side.
thinking maybe in the box.
Oh, I would love to be in the box for that one. Down at Sloan Park, down there in Mesa, Arizona.
Yeah.
As getting ahead, that's a bump off the puck. Now a shot by Schneeberger is in the catching glove of Patrick Casper. Holds on with 5:52 to go. The Utes starting to run out of time here.
Speaking of, you see Chris Bryant trying to take BP off of Greg Maddox?
Yeah, good luck with that.
It didn't work out well for Chris
No,
Bryant.
it did not.
That's a video if you haven't seen. You want to watch that.
Go to YouTube, check it out. It's fantastic. Utah wins the draw. Revel hard around the boards looking for Meyer. He taps it out into the center of the zone. Dangle looking to get some more magic here. Unfortunately poked off the play by both defensemen. This is near side. Up the near side, just sent along. This is icing on Colorado State. Cahill will touch up. Another offensive draw coming up for Utah.
You can tell this Colorado State team not comfortable with the lead that they have. Especially knowing what the rushes that Utah has had and the chances that they've had off those rushes.
So you can see it on the benches here. Colorado State, everybody's up, ready to roll. Utah, all of them are sitting down. Probably gas from this one. It's been a good game score-wise. It's been just a hard offensive game for Utah as they send one in front. King on the doorstep, a big save from Diedrich. Stays in the zone. King back to Dangle. To Meyer. He tried to play it quickly back, but the pass off target. As O'Brien collides with the man over on the far side, still loose. They push at it here on the near side. It was Ansay tied up with O'Brien. It's King up the near side for Meyer, and he just backhands it out. Almost a good look there for Utah. Can't ask for more than that. Colorado State looking for just the touch pass. O'Donnell will tap it along at the blue line. O'Brien trying to hold off a man here near side. Now the Utes pick it up. Here's Fornelius. As it poked away, gets it right back, takes a hack. There's Fornelius into the zone, gives it the far side. Cronin has a step, but he shoots, and Diedrich has the hold of it. So good look from Cronin there. With 4:32 now remaining.
Well, that's what you want.
Can't ask for a better look than that. Last 2 looks for Utah. Cronin with that last one. King had a great chance to put one home. Riley against Fornelius. Seems like Riley takes every face-off for Colorado State. As Connor Meany has it behind the net. Looking for something in front. A lot of traffic there as he goes behind the net. Fornelius. Top of the point, Pendle. Thought about a shot and gets it back to Forney. Cornelius checked from behind. No call from the officials. It's going to be one of those games. Utah's not going to get a power play tonight. You can just feel it.
Yeah.
As Lieberknight gains the red line. Pressured on the far side by Clark. Still holds on to that puck. Now support comes for Colorado State. Cornelius turns around to play that puck.
There we go, right by the bench.
Couple of pushes there as Colorado State enters the zone. Rivard, the latest goal scorer. Good hit by Cronin, able to bump him off the puck. Up the near side, no forward here. As everybody was tied up on the far side. That's a big hit here on the near side by Meany. Now he takes a check from behind. Things starting to get a little physical now as the referees have kept the whistles in the pockets. Tie up here on the near corner. 2-on-2. We're down to 3:35 now to go in the game. See how long the referees will let this tie up go. Now the puck Still loose down in that corner. Get your shovels out, folks. Finally, Utah gets it out. That was a long tie up there. And skating along is Cronin. Has another chance. It's 1-on-2. Spin around at the hash marks, but trying to play. Thought he had support. Fury was a little behind the play. Now a bump. Cronin shot with a save. Still at the top of the point. King! A glove save from Diedrich. Fury comes in late. And the Rams aren't going to be happy about that. And all that bad blood on that last shift is now bubbling to the surface.
Yeah, well,
Kind
of started at the end of the second period, but this is exactly what, maybe Utah needs to pick up their bench a little bit.
So Noah Beery to the box. It looks like it'll be Hunter Clark to the box as well, and that might be all we see.
Dangle over here, hey dude, not smart, man. You gotta play with your head.
And was very well after the play. Beery just kind of went in. Not a whole lot of mustard on it. It's just kind of ran into him.
Yeah.
You can't put yourself in that position.
Yeah. You gotta be smart with. I mean, you can take your shots. You gotta be smart when you take your shots, though. We're going 4-on-4.
Yep. So 4-on-4 for the first time tonight as Colorado State takes its first penalty of the night. Still no power play for Utah though. We'll see if they have any extra luck on the 4-on-4. It's the first time we played it tonight. Full 2 minutes of it with 3:03 remaining here. Both teams still have their timeouts. We'll keep an eye on Casper. It could be about a minute and a half before we can see head coach Brett Hurst electing to pull the tender. 1-goal game here. Both teams need a win. Dangle shoots, it's blocked. They bring it into the zone. West quickly to Dangle near side. Tries to weave by one man. Now a second Ram enters the play, but West will keep it on side. He fires a shot. Almost bumped that far corner. That's the shot just a little too much on it. Is floated near to the near side. Utes tag up on the delay. Is Dangle tried to leave it for West and goes off a skate. Now King is back. He'll backhand it along as Liebernight. Near side pass for Dangle. Utah's had the pressure. Is looking for the home run pass for King. He catches it, but offside. Has to regress as we see a referee take a tumble on the back. To uproarious applause from the fans. As Killam has time to kill as much time as he wants at this 4-on-4. We're down to 2:15 to go in the contest. 1:13 remains in the 4-on-4. Here comes Colorado State 2-on-2. Pass to the near side, O'Donnell. Looks for a man in front, tip score, and that'll probably be it. That's just a good play from Colorado State, and it's 3-1.
That not only that, that's a good job of using space on the ice. The fact that there's a lot more of it on this ice sheet, but here that's good spacing and good rush there. And Colorado State's they've tried to use that play a couple times on their way into the offensive zone. So nothing but good 4-on-4 hockey from Colorado State.
That's Danny Matrosik. He's got 12 on the season now. As timeout called by the Utes. That'll probably put the final nail in the coffin here on this one.
So how about that deflection in? It was right to his stick.
Yeah, there's nothing Casper's going to do about that one. Just a defensive lapse on that 2-on-1 and work to perfection. Colorado State's been trying that all night. They finally capitalized.
I'll tell you what, I mean, and that's something that that comes with a lot of time at this level and a lot of just a lot of time with each other. Spending time on the ice, off the ice, just messing around, and that comes with time. And if you're Utah, whatever. I mean, of course you want to win. You want to win the game, but it is what it is. Just have fun with it.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be unless we see some miraculous comeback here, which is not out of the realm of possibility. The
Bruins Maple Leafs.
You never know. I don't know if there was this much time left. But it's a 3-1 game. 2:07 remains in it. The last goal, number 25, Danny Matrosik on the 2-on-1 there. Unless we see a comeback here, this will officially end Utah's postseason hopes. It'll keep Colorado State's alive as well, as they'll have to win tomorrow as well to try and punch their ticket. They're the last spot out of the tournament right now. Bouncing puck, Casper a save. So leave it behind O'Brien. Under 2 minutes now to go. The Utes need to hurry. Still 4-on-4 here as O'Brien.
Casper was going to try to come out.
And it looks like he wants to. As coaches tell him stay put. Outlet pass, breaking ahead, weaving through traffic is Griff Slynam. They haven't called his number in quite some time. That's because it's number 25, Matrosic, instead of number 26. As a turnover leads to a chance. Casper makes a save. It's loose out in front. The Utes finally get the puck out as King gives it a dangle. Now back to King. Weaves through. 1:18 to go. Poke checked away. Now Colorado State has the puck. We're down to the final 10 seconds of the 4-on-4. Dangle, shoulders off a check. Southwell will gain it back. 5 seconds left before we'll go 5-on-5 the rest of the way. We're down to the final minute of this one. Clark and Beery out of the box. We're back to full strength. Is the pass over on the far side. That's too many men on Utah. That's going to let it be going away. And now Fornelius walks in, has a toe drag, tries to come in front. Now a backdoor pass, trying to go for the short side, but
that wraparound was there too.
Yeah, almost had it. As that went through a couple of good opportunities for Utah. We're down to under 40 to go. Utes still trying to get one back here.
That's a tough shot too, coming on your backhand.
It's hard to stuff it as the Rams will just chip it off the glass back out to center ice. And the Utes will just trying to cut this lead to 1 now. Up the near side, Bridges has time from the circle, leaves it for Meyer instead. Now back to Bridges in the corner. Final 15 seconds. Cornelius with the backhand pass. Stolen away, still loose down low. As we're down to the final 10 seconds. Last chance for Utah. Short angle shot off the side of that. Final 5. Barnes will get one last look at it. He'll fire, and it's blocked. And that will be the end of this one. A loss here tonight as the Utes just couldn't hold on down the stretch. They were able to tie it. But 2 goals late from Colorado State does it in, and that'll effectively end Utah's postseason hopes this season.
Well, here's the thing: you're put right into another role and an opportunity to end. You don't have a lot of opportunities to do this, but to end the season of the team that ended your season, and that's what Utah has tomorrow night. And that's kind of one of those opportunities that's really, I think it's fun to be in that position. I mean, it sucks that your season's over, but it's also fun to be in the position to where you can end someone's season. And I think if you're Colorado State, you're in a tougher position tomorrow night than you are tonight, because here's the thing. Now you're playing a team that has nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing. They're planning to play golf on Monday.
Yeah, that's a good momentum or good motivation. You got nothing to play for. Go out, play loose, and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, look, have fun, put smiles on your face. Whatever tonight was, it is what it is. But hey, tomorrow night you get to play spoiler. You could. I'll tell you what, there might be some down faces in that locker room tonight, in that Utah locker room. But if you end Colorado's season tomorrow night by beating them, you might hear some crying next door. And that's the way the sport goes. That's the cruelty of the sport, but that's also the beauty of the sport, especially when you play series back-to-back nights.
So the Colorado State Rams pick up a 3-1 win. They keep their Nationals hopes alive. The Utes, their season will come to an end tomorrow night. We hope you join us again tomorrow for senior night. We'll honor our 4 seniors tomorrow. Should be a special day here at the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. Pet drop is at 7:30 tomorrow, as we will be here to bring it to you live, as the Utes will try to play spoiler for Colorado State's season.
Yeah.
As Utah now 18-11 on the season, 5-11 in Division 2 or Division 1.
You'll definitely want to be here early too. I mean, like these are the seniors that made that transition in here into D1 and kind of represented all 11 years of Utah hockey prior to us at this point. So it's not just a special night for those seniors, but for everyone that they represent who's been a part of this program.
So that'll wrap things up for us here on a Friday night. We hope you join us again for senior night tomorrow at 7:30 is when we'll start our broadcast. As the Utes now 18-11 on the season. The Rams pick up the win. They're now 17-15, 2-3 on the season. We want to thank each and every one of you guys for joining us tonight. We hope you join us again tomorrow for senior night. For everybody here with Utah Hockey, for Josh Hafley, our awesome cameraman, for Bozic Chavari, I'm Matt Coma signing off from Salt Lake City. The Rams hit the 3-1 win over the Utes tonight here at the Utah Ice Sheet. That'll do it for us. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you again tomorrow. You've been watching University of Utah Hockey right here on Utah Hockey Game Day Live. Have a good night, everybody.